who are the most important outsiders that any team needs. What is the role of cheerleaders in your life? If you want to find out more, watch this video number 6, called Project Discomfort, where I talk about my learnings, my lessons through my experiments with leadership on Imagine Nepal. So let me tell you about this. There was this one day when I felt cold dread, fear, unimaginable amounts of fear. You know, it was episode 3, we were about to start shooting, and I was continuously getting the feeling that I was not good enough. Why I was getting this, I'm going to tell you later. But this was the first time we would be showcasing our episode on air at Kantipur. Now, at this point, I felt extremely alone. Why? All the other teams had 7, 8 people in the crowd, in the audience supporting them. Every time, let's say, a name was announced, woo, the crowd would go crazy. On the other hand, my team, to start off with, we were the smallest team. More importantly, most of my team members were traveling when the shoot was happening. There were just 2 people that were representing my team apart from me. And when my name was announced, there was no crazy cheering from the crowd. Now, at this point, I understood the importance of cheerleaders. People need to understand that a cheerleader is so important and so vital for a team because you are the emotional parachutes, you are the emotional supporters. At this point, I didn't know what to do. I was feeling numb. We were about to start shooting in half an hour. I had this sense of dread that I was feeling in me. And at that point, here is what I did. I called up my oldest friend. His name is Kand. I gave him a call. I said, Kand, you've got 30 seconds. You have to motivate me right now. And what he told me is something I'll never forget. He said, you know what? I don't know what you're about to do, but no matter what you're about to do, you have done this 1,000 times in your head and you know you can do this. You know you can ace this. Just remember, I trust you and I support you. Just listening to this for 30 seconds completely changed the way my body language was, completely changed the way I felt about myself that day. That's the first kind of supporter. The second person that I want to talk about is Sujita Basnet. I was about to go in for this shoot and I called her up. Sujita is the girl who won Miss Universe Nepal in 2021, and I had coached her to go to the international. We have a very cool chemistry, we understand each other very well, and I knew that in front of her I could be very unashamedly very naked. I could be naked, I could be vulnerable, I could share my fears with her, I could share exactly what I was going through because she had done the same a few months ago. So I called up Sujita and I was like, Sujita, I'm feeling horrible, I just need to talk to you and I don't know why. And Sujita just told me 3 words. Mannsi di, remember, tu sherni hai, you are a lioness. No matter what it is, you can do it. Trust me, just hearing those words from a person who doesn't know me so well meant so much at that point. And since then, Sujita and me, we send each other little lion icons and little lion emoticons on social media, and we tell each other, tu sherni hai, once in a while, just because we both understand that what we're doing is not easy. We're alone. We're doing things and constantly trying things that are uncomfortable. And as women, if we're not going to support each other, as women, if we're not going to showcase our love and our respect and admiration for one another, who will? So Sujita and me keep on doing this for one another, and we keep on sending each other these tu sherni hai kind of messages, and this kind of cheerleading really can brighten up somebody's day and can make you feel less alone as you embark on these difficult journeys. So that was the second supporter I had. Third supporter, my best friend Pulkit. I just called him up. I said, Pulkit, where are you? This is 12 in the afternoon. We're just about to start shooting for Kantipur. I said, Pulkit, I don't care. I need you to leave whatever it is that you're doing and come here. I need you to sit in the audience and scream for me. This man comes in a suit and a tie. He gets people from his office, just people who work there, and he tells them, just stand here. Every time my friend goes to speak on stage, you are going to hoot and scream and shout. Trust me, that meant so much to me. Just knowing that there was somebody sitting in the audience there who was willing to support vocally and who was willing to scream out for me meant so much. And that's why, because of these people, I understood what exactly support is. But emotional support or cheerleaders come from 2 other places. Number 1, social media. Ever since I started working on Imagine Nepal, my inbox has been unbelievably full. Sometimes I just don't have the time or the headspace or the bandwidth to read all the messages that come. And you, all the people who watch me, who'll just send me a thank you Didi, I love you so much, or oh my God, I love that video, or oh my God, I love that made me cry, that was so heart melting. Just these messages You don't understand it, but they mean a lot. Guys, when people support you and when people tell you that they like what you're doing, it just makes everything worthwhile. There have been days for Imagine Nepal that we haven't slept on time. On average, I was sleeping between 2 and 4 hours, extremely unhealthy, not suggested to anybody at all. But I was sleeping between 2 and 4 hours for very, very long. There have been days when I haven't eaten well. There have been days when I've been so upset that I've stuffed my mouth with food because I've been feeling so low and so sad about the whole thing. And when you see messages like that, everything somehow seems to make sense. Everything seems worthwhile because you feel that out there, there's somebody that is getting affected by your work. Out there, your words, your voice, your thoughts, your feelings are actually making an impact. And please, please, please remember, every time you get a chance in your life to be an emotional supporter, to be a cheerleader, go ahead and do that. Appreciate everybody. Tell somebody you love them if you do, because that could truly make their day. It could make or break them and completely change the way they feel about anything. So the fourth support I got, emotional support, was from my social media family. Fifth support, myself. Many times, cold dread, horrible feelings. I knew there was nobody else who would support me emotionally at that point. I supported myself. What I did, either I would write or, strangely, I would open 7 Reasons to Never Ever Visit Nepal, just open that on Facebook and just read the outpouring of love I got on that video. And sometimes just reading those messages makes me have tears in my eyes and makes me just realize the value of what we do. And that is where I got a lot of strength from. So, there were at least 3 occasions on this entire Imagine Nepal journey when I felt defeated, I felt lost, I felt very sad. And every time that happened, and if there was nobody else around, and if it was too late in the night, or I could not make phone calls, I could not speak to some of the people that I cling on when things like this happened, I would either sit down and write and just try and evaluate my thoughts and get mental clarity, or I would just open 7 Reasons to Never Ever Visit Nepal, that video, and read the thousands of comments there. And just realize that, you know what, maybe it's fine. Maybe it will be okay. Maybe we will get love for what we do. And to anybody who has the chance, who has the opportunity to be a cheerleader for somebody else, please be a cheerleader. You don't understand how important it is, yet being a cheerleader is one of the most powerful ways that you can support somebody. Just tell them you like their work. Tell them you like what they do. Tell them they inspire you. I go crazy on social media sometimes just telling people, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, that was so sweet. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful picture. Oh my God, I love your thoughts. Oh my God, I love your words. No matter what it is, just tell people, because you don't know whose horrible day you could be brightening up with your smile and your words. So there you have it. Number 6, emotional support, cheerleaders, perhaps the most important invisible components of any team.